first off, I would say that dating would be opening yourself up to becoming emotionally attached to someone who's not your spouse. And then when it inevitably falls apart, you end up having this emotional attachment to someone who goes off and gets married to someone else. Then you're trying to get married to someone else. And I've actually talked to people who have been in that situation and that have gotten married, but they were so closely attached to the former person they were dating that the woman, the wife of the marriage, she actually said she felt like a second wife because her husband had such a close relationship to this former person in his life that had been dating. And you'd want to avoid that.
Yeah. The romantic attachment of marriage really is designed for marriage. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing in marriage that, there's no equivalent to it. And that's definitely something that you want to save for marriage and marriage alone. Just like we save the wonderful physical side of marriage, it's for marriage and marriage alone. And we believe that the emotional attachment of marriage is also intended for marriage alone. So dating, you're out there, you're spending time with someone, you're doing fun things together. You're only seeing the happy side of a person's life when you're dating quite often, which naturally comes up with happy feelings. It creates an emotional attachment that is not a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do when you don't know for sure. Obviously, most people would admit when they're dating, they're trying to find out if they're going to marry the person.
Right.
You don't know for sure if this is your wife, if this is the person you're going to marry. So on top of all the other temptations that go along with going out with people.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover there. So, but there's lots of examples of a couple that are dating and one calls it off and the other is like super attached and heartbroken over the whole situation.
Oh, yeah.
And that isn't right. I mean, it's not good, and so if you can avoid that heartbreak, it's almost like become a rite of passage in American society now. Oh, you had your first breakup. It's like that shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't have to go through that. It's not a rite of passage of manhood or womanhood.
Yeah. Also,
I think dating it makes it easier for the person because once you get emotionally attached, you become, like you said, your judgment can be clouded and it can impair your judgment, and you're not thinking things clearly through. You're not thinking it through, and it's easier for the person you're dating to put their best foot forward, I guess. I mean, you wouldn't want to say they're going to actively try and deceive you, but it can happen. I've heard of it happening. So,
I say that a quote that I came up with recently that I like is that dating to figure out what someone's character is basically the equivalent of telling someone ahead of time that you're going to get a warrant to search their house. You just give them every opportunity to hide whatever they want to hide. Right. It's not a way to really find out about someone. You're not really living life right alongside them. Thank you for watching. We hope these videos will help you in your relationships.